But yeah, I would like to switch focus now and move on a bit to the cards token. Of course, the cards token is going to be the first token sale on launch cards. And since we announced to our community that we are releasing our own token and also shared our tokenomics on launchcards.io, we have gotten a ton of different questions to sort of expand a bit more about all of the different decisions that was made in the tokenomics and everything. So we would like to dive a bit deeper in that in sort of an AMA format now. So I will ask Addy and Splidge a couple of questions that we have received from a couple of the OGs and a couple of the members of the community so far. So yeah, let's get to it. The first question that I have for you, Splidge, here is what made you want to release the token and what benefits will it have?
Okay, so originally the token was purely going to be for reality cards, and sort of the main core concept of that was to really help us with some of the event management, how we create the prediction markets and how we resolve them. So some of the ideas is basically it would be good for our community to be able to use the token to help propose what events to run. But one massive benefit for us would be during the event resolution phases. We've had some issues with choosing what events we can run. One example of this was a while ago. There was a Chinese rocket, I believe it was the Long March 5B, was coming back down to crash, basically. And there was some debate over whether it was going to hit land or hit sea. And so we decided to run a prediction event on it. Where do you think it's going to land? And the event came to the rocket eventually did crash, and there was a little bit of debate where some agencies said, it hit the bulk of it hit water. Some parts of it, I believe, hit land. Was it Mauritius, I believe? But there was some debate. Some media sources said one thing, some said another. The problem with that is if we are the ones answering the questions, that's a really centralized result, and that's not a great way to work. We want to be decentralized, and by using token holders, we can use sort of general knowledge, what people believe is more reliable and better source, and our users then are the ones deciding the results of the prediction market. So that's really where we started with the token. We really need that to help run more events and better events, and more decentralized events. And then we realized that actually when we expanded the rent bidding mechanisms to these other mechanics, we said, well, there's no point us inventing another token for the other ones, so we're going to use the same token in similar manners for all our other products. So that's why we changed it from being just reality cards token to the cards token. So you'll use it for launch cards and whatever else in the future.
Yeah, nice. And now to the second question, going into a bit of the tokenomics. Like, of course, it's not easy to do everything of this, so a bit of
I think we've lost connection. Addy, can you see Anton? I think
sorry.
we lost you there for a moment, Anton. Can you
back.
repeat the question?
I'm sorry, I'm going to take it again. I just wanted to transition to the other question here, talking a bit more about the tokenomics. So what made you distribute the token the way you did? And why is the public sale 3.2%?
Yeah, so one of the main benefit, one of the key things we need for reality cards, as I say, is this general knowledge or a good distribution of the token. And some people have actually asked why is the public sale, actually they think it's just quite a small amount. Problem with that is that it doesn't give a good distribution, because it's basically whoever's got the deepest pockets is the ones which can buy it. And so yes, we do want to sell some of it out there for people who just want that easy option to get into the system. But actually, I think it's about 5 times that amount of the tokens we are giving away through various methods. There's going to be some of it will be an airdrop. There's some of it, a big portion of it is actually participation rewards. So the people who are taking part are the ones who will get to earn the token, and that really is rewarding our users. And we feel like that's a good way to get the distribution we require.
Yeah, and now moving on to you, Addy. Of course, you work with a lot with our community. So something that is relevant to all the community members. Can you clarify a bit of the airdrop?
Yeah, for sure. So this is kind of like a similar answer on the distribution that Splidge just talked about. So there is going to be an airdrop. And like Splidge said, that the key thing for cards token is good distribution. But now we want the good distribution from day 0. And the best way to do is via airdrop to our early supporters participated in the beta. And then the distribution is going to be taken care by a big chunk of the allocation, which is the participation awards, which means that you will continue to earn more tokens as long as you keep using the products. So that's a win-win.
Yeah, thank you for that. And like going into a bit what Splidge talked about before, we mentioned whitelist, of course, and we would like to get to know a bit more about that. So can you explain a bit more of how can I get a whitelist spot?
Yeah, of course. For all the listeners who are listening right now, we have some whitelist spots which are reserved and can be earned via various activities. Now, you may ask yourself, why should I fight for the whitelist spots? And the easy answer is that because you will have that early advantage. The whitelist window will open up before the public sale window, so before anyone else. You will be there, you'll be able to compete, and you'll be able to get the share of the tokens that you want before anyone else, of course. And the categories that I mentioned were the first one are OG spots, which is all the OGs that had supported the product till now who participated in the beta automatically get those spots. So they will be allowed on the whitelist from as soon as the whitelist opens. Now, the second one is earn spots. And for this, you have to join our Discord, engage into the art contest, other contests, and the community campaigns, and the winners will be able to win such awards. So keep a lookout on different campaigns that will be running in August and before the launch. And the third one is team selected spots. So these are just reserve spots that the team will actually select the members from the Discord community. And the members who will be selected are the ones who are most active, most helpful, inviting other people, and overall bringing some positive good vibes to the server. So make sure not to lose the chance to get the whitelist spot and be there before anyone else. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that, Addy. And like so far, we have talked a lot about the cards token sale on launch cards, which is of course the first sale we are going to use the platform for. But like come to that subject, Splidge, can other projects also use launch cards?
Yes, entirely. I mean, that's one of the main reasons we're building it for. Initially, it makes sense for us to launch our own token on there, but the whole idea is that we are going to be opening it up for other projects. They will be able to do their own launches how they want. We can customize the length of the sale. We can have different whitelist windows and things like that. And actually, one thing to say is that not only launch cards will be like that, we are toying with reality cards. We found certain communities and other projects who really like to run prediction markets on their own topics. And it might be that they do want to do them very frequently. It might be too much for us to put on the main reality card site, but one of the things we like the idea of is being able to use our protocol in the background and allow other projects to use the rent bidding mechanism in the way they see fit for their community and their project.
Yeah. I'm super excited to collaborate with more projects in that way. But yeah, now we have the 5 different questions that we took up here. But of course, we are all available. We in the team are available on Discord. So if you had any question regarding the token or anything about the project in general, we are always available to answer that. So definitely shoot us a DM or just write in the Discord chat if you have any other questions than these that we took up this time.